Yeah. Hello? Am I live? I think I'm live. Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Today, we're going to be watching that documentary I was talking about on Twitter that I'm sure all of my 549 subscribers follow me on Twitter. I'm sure they all do. But we're going to be watching that documentary. I'm not going to talk too much because I want to get into it because it's an hour and a half long. But I'll give you a quick rundown if you don't know what we're doing. We're going to be watching a documentary about Jonathon Sharkey. Jonathon Sharkey is a man who thinks he's a vampire, and he has run plenty of times for political office. And it's very, very funny. His life is... It's fucking weird. It's crazy. It's bizarre, like all of the people I talk about. But it is truly strange. He's a politician. He's been a wrestler. Even an Elvis impersonator. I think I forgot to include that in my preview, but he's also an Elvis impersonator. He is a... Hi, Johnny. He's also, I guess you can say he's a pervert. Possibly a pedophile. And this is not just baseless claims. There's other things that I'll talk about in my upcoming video that points in that direction. But this guy's a weirdo. He's weird as fuck. He loves Vlad the Impaler. He incorporates basically Vlad the Impaler's ideology into his politics. In the modern day politics, to be exact. And he's a Republican. So it's very funny. It's very weird. And I thought it was a perfect video to do because election time with all this whole crazy election that's going on, this crazy, wacky election that we're having. So, and it was Halloween time, but obviously I'm not going to get that finished I couldn't get that finished by Halloween time. But yeah, the video is about, I'd say, a little over halfway done. So you should expect it very soon. And so the documentary that we're going to watch, if it gets copyright claimed, I believe the director of this is Richard Mullinax. I think that's his name. Please do not copyright claim this if you ever see this by any chance. If this gets copyright claimed, I'll do that. I'll do the fire challenge that people were doing a couple years ago in my bathroom, where you pour rubbing alcohol all over yourself and just light yourself on fire. I'm not really going to do that. Please don't actually think that. Don't flag this for violence or whatever the fuck. But yeah, we're going to watch this. And basically why this documentary I felt was interesting is because, and they'll explain it in the documentary itself, but Jonathon does not realize that these guys are basically just fucking with him. This whole documentary is a joke, and Jonathon is not in on the joke. They goof with him throughout interviews. I've seen probably like 5 minutes of it. I've not watched the entire thing. But we're going to start it right now without further ado. And we're not going to be doing any gaming, Johnny. We're just going to watch the documentary because it's an hour and a half, and usually for some reason when I game on stream, it always tends to lag and get really pixelated and ugly. I have to still figure that out. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, let's start it. I'll pause here and there. I'll try not to pause too much because I know that gets annoying. But yeah, let's get into it. It's called Impaled, Painfully Blunt, Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey. Let's start it. Okay. Let me know how the volume is, if it's too loud or if it's too low, whatever. And no, it's not for the memes. I take this very seriously, Johnny.
Okay, stay there, stay there, stay there.
Of Revenge of the Sith. It's down at the end of Pearl Street. Conservative beliefs.
There was a protest outside of the Phoenix College.
Those hips are. Do you think that with the Elvis outfit,
It does, you know.
stance again?
Well, can you at the very least do the Ric Flair thing now? So now you're an elf, so really it's
Oh yeah, the VWP, the Vampires, Witches, and Pagans Party. That's a very funny part of his whole storyline.
tomato.
I bless you in the name of Lucifer.
From Jamaica?
We from Jamaica, man. We part of the bobsled team, man. I'm the king of the rock, man.
That's actually kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, she has.
I believe in Santa Claus
Why?
because he exists. I am a fighter, and Americans.
Dude,
Sorry.
Calm down. All right.
dude, you gotta be careful with that. Are you alright?
You okay?
fun.
Hi, I'm Richard Molinax. I am the director of this film about Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey, who is a Satanist witch vampire who's running for the presidency of the United States.
Didn't know vampires and pagans hung out. Yeah, I didn't know that either. He's a lot of things.
He was right. And I'm them having a fair trial. I'm not the guy across the street. I'm at least going to give you. Hi. I have Congress on his line, but the Republicans down.
I think this is from 2012, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, I'm not sure though.
Jonathan Sharkey, nice to meet you.
Hey, I can't shake hands.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Sorry, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
After seeing him for the first time, I just couldn't help myself. I mean, look at him. He's Steven Seagal with a cape. So, I decided to get a few people to help me out. Some of them are actors, some of them are not. My goal was just to make Jonathon Sharkey's life a living hell. Now, I could tell you who are the actors and who are not, but that would totally take the fun out of it.
My name is Bradley Summers. Hi, I'm Bradley Summers, resident It Boy for the Fighting Twinks Coalition in Cleveland, and I love to party.
He looks like that one guy from, he's always in Adam Sandler movies.
Stretch, I want to be ready.
Looks like the gay guy from Big Daddy, if you know what that
Jonathan
is.
Sharkey, what to say about him? He is an absolute doll of a man. He is darling. He's handsome. He's got beautiful eyes. He seems very strong, independent, compassionate, intelligent.
My father was actually gay and was born with a partial right arm.
Was he out?
My father had sex with a man under wedding night before he had sex with her.
Why does he look
I
orange?
can promise your people this. They will have no greater friend in the White House when I get elected to their cause and protect.
This is the guy I'm thinking about, by the
I know
way.
100% of what you're saying.
Okay.
Believe me. I mean, it's a breath of fresh air. It's everything that we want to hear. But you said your community a few times.
The vampire community I also talk about. When I say my community, when I say your community,
Yeah.
I mean the gay, lesbian community. When I say my community, I'm meaning vampires and witches and pagans and Wiccans.
I was under the impression that you were also gay. It would seem to
Bruh moment.
me that Mr. Sharkey may have interest in the plumbing or the appearance of a woman. But when it comes to the sentiment of
I'm
love
doing good.
and emotions and the ability to connect with another person, he's really seeking out another man. You don't know what it's like for us. You guys, you're walking around with your cloak and your, badass hairy shoes.
Does this guy have... I didn't mean to pause it on there. Does this guy know how difficult it is being a vampire and a pagan?
And you feed on people's blood. That's, people are afraid of that. Us,
We get beat up.
Have you ever been burnt at the stake?
Good point.
Bradley, what do you think of Jonathon being a person, he being the Impaler, being a guy who impales?
Well, I would like it if he impaled me.
Vampires are either by blood
Ew.
like I am, or
Ew.
they're turned. And I've actually turned women from mortals to vampires. Vampire. I mean, I've had people try to put a wooden stake through my heart. I've been stabbed. I can show you the scar.
I would love to see it.
How many men have you?
I didn't really see anything.
No. Because none have ever asked me to turn.
Why can't you transfer?
I am an elder.
You know what that means.
Okay.
I
An
feel
elder
comfortable
is
with
like
you. I feel comfortable
Okay.
with you. We've argued. I'm a bitch, so that's bound to happen. I feel comfortable with you. I would
The
like
structure of the
you
covenant.
to convert me.
You want me to turn you. I feed on donors or people that I know and trust because you're drinking straight blood.
Right.
And
I'm negative.
Well,
I get tested every 6 months.
I get
probably
tested
should.
every 3.
I should probably up it as I was about to say. I'm negative. You can trust my blood.
That's extremely
Yeah.
gay if you're getting tested every 6 months. That's
Where do
crazy.
you go? Where do you neck? Arm?
When I feed, it's usually on the arm or on the neck, but I do not feed just for the sake of feeding.
It's a good forearm.
Correct.
I am attractive.
To some people, yes. I mean, you're not a bad looking guy.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, they're having a little bit
I'm
of
not hungry right now.
a connection.
You're not hungry.
Right. I fed
I'm just
last night.
saying,
Yeah, I think he did really
I'm
say
not
give me
that.
a nibble or something.
It isn't done that way, and I will not do it on camera.
Are you not doing this because you know I'll like it in the other way?
Am I not good looking enough? Is there something wrong with me? It was, are we not good enough for him? Why wouldn't he? I mean, if you look, I offered him both my neck and my forearm, the underside. And I don't see where you're going to get much better than this. So, of course, I took it a little bit personally. Do you have it?
Fine. When we are done here, I will give you my number, and you can contact me, and I will hook you up with the covenant. I am not
With the
breaking my
covenant.
bylaws for anybody. That is a no-no. You need to learn our laws if you seriously want to be brought across.
That was so genuine.
This is not a joke. This is not a game.
I know it's
a
not a
whole
joke.
new lifestyle. The last 3 people I've gotten into a fight with, one's dead, the other's paralyzed, the other I kicked his skull in.
You're threatening me now. I feel threatened.
Big
If
ass
you feel threatened,
forehead.
you may leave now. Because I will not deal with somebody who feels threatened by my community or being
I
up
don't
here.
feel threatened by your community. I feel threatened.
How big is the vampire community? He keeps saying community, but I really... I don't know really much about the vampire community in whole. All I know is like that one South Park episode where those goth kids are being vampires.
Now that
That's all I think about.
you're talking about fighting people and hurting
You
people.
will become aggressive as a vampire. You will develop animal tendencies.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why is
We
he
would
still looking at the
accept
chair?
you if you accepted us.
You have a friend who's in the vampires?
I mean, I thought the interview went well.
I love how we're all like acknowledging that vampires are real right now.
The only thing, it came to a shock to me too to find out that Jonathan wasn't gay. I mean, the guy puts on so much makeup, I mean, you think he's Liza Minnelli.
פיתה עם חומוס צ'יפ סלט וקצת סביח על הראש. פלאפל בפיתה עם חומוס צ'יפ סלט עם סביח קצת מלמעלה.
Sorry, we don't understand what you're saying.
פלאפל, חומוס. Can I get some hummus?
What did you say?
Some hummus, large hummus.
Large orange.
Okay, this is racist.
A large hummus.
I didn't know this was going to be
אני לא רוצה
racist.
super size, פשוט large.
Go to the window, please.
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
I just wanted some hummus.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
Can I have some hummus and a small Coke?
Some hummus?
Mhm.
We don't have hummus.
Why not? Alright, I'm sorry. Who doesn't have hummus? Americans. Hello, my name is Nick Hassan. I'm the production assistant on this project about Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey, and I'm very proud to be part of this.
I will personally try.
Oh yeah, Jonathan does not like Muslims. He's got a strong hatred for terrorists. So I'm assuming they're gonna fuck with him about Muslims.
Convict, torture, beat, impale, dismember, decapitate Bush, and drink his blood at the same time as he's dying, and spit it in his face.
Cringe.
If you are an illegal coming across my borders, you better pray that my death dealers do not get you first. Because if my death dealers get you, you will be sent back to your country in a bag.
Okay, that's kind of epic. I'm not gonna lie.
Does this
Little
include
epic.
if it's women and children?
Yes. Excuse me. Oh, my agent. I need to talk to you. I have a
I don't
problem.
endorse that part. I don't endorse
What's
that
the
last part or
documentary?
any of it. I hate
I'm
it all.
getting ready to quit. Because these bitches are always late. This is pissing me off. The producer has apparently no control over it. Any chance you could talk to the producer and put a fire under his ass? His name is Richard. Hang on. My agent wants to talk to you.
Okay.
It's
Hello?
got an agent.
Death dealers. Tell us about them. Tell them what they do for you and how it got started.
Okay. The death dealers are a page from my vampire side. Death dealers are protectors of the vampire elders, along with protectors of the coven. My death dealers are all either former special forces, SEALs, or commandos. If anybody was
shit.
ever in a position to want to take over the world, I am.
Do you feel you could take over the world?
Absolutely.
Jonathan called me and told me
Jeez.
that I had to hire some girl that he fell in love with off of MySpace. Wasn't crazy, but the idea, he wanted her to be his personal makeup artist. I didn't know what to do, but I figured, what the heck, go ahead and hire her. You know, what could it hurt?
How did you meet Jonathan?
I met Jonathan just browsing on MySpace, so I sent
Damn,
him a
that
message
monitor's
going,
old as fuck.
Hey, you seem really interesting, and we have some similar interests.
MySpace.
Would you want to talk and get to know each other? And he sent me a message back saying how beautiful I was, and so kind of just started going from there.
My seer truly feels that I will become the leader of this great country in 2012. Many in the witch community who have the gift of prophecy feel that as well.
Wah, wah.
How will you take down certain criminals? Will it all be through impaling, or will it be through other methods as well?
Impalable offenses
Hold on.
are.
Jonathan, hold on. I'm sorry. Rick, you know what? Hold on. You promised I could pray if I needed to, and I've been waiting for a call all day. I don't get it. I gotta fucking pray.
Go ahead. Let your line go. Let the liquid liner dry.
I knew exactly where this was going.
Allahu Akbar.
Is that about right?
Allahu Akbar.
I'm not seeing a picture. I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, I know. I actually like it better this way than her way.
It's like a cat eye.
Y'all mind if I worship Allah real quick? I really hope he starts like washing his feet right in his face.
Are you done?
For now, yes.
I apologize.
I'm sorry. I can't remember.
No, it's fine.
I will stand sword to sword, shoulder to shoulder with any American fighting trooper where Bush won't.
Do you have fencing skills?
My mother taught me about swords, but I don't fence with the skinny thing. I use.
That looks like one of those cheap fucking swords that you get off of Amazon that when you order them, they're as dull as dull. If this doesn't scream LARPing, I really don't know what does. This is the epitome of this is a lifelong LARP.
And does anybody else
How didn't he hit his head on that keyboard? I don't know.
I will not cheat on a woman. She better not cheat on me.
What will happen if she cheats on you?
Quitting in sync. Bye, bye, bye.
Tell us about
God,
your
that's
fetish
fucking
for younger
embarrassing.
girls.
What do you mean fetish?
Well, you do like to date younger.
It does look like a Halloween store sword.
Of late, it's always been the younger females that, especially when I was dating,
Roger.
that are showing the maturity to a point in the beginning that would make me want to pursue a relationship with them. When I dated
Todd,
she stalked me for over a year. I was quite impressed with that. First time she stalked me, she was 17 and got a hold of me, and I told her, when you turn 18, contact me. Well, when she turned 18, she actually...
That's just... See, that's really fucking creepy. I know he said, contact me when you turn 18, but... that's just weird. He does have a really weird thing for young girls. You'll see more in my upcoming video.
Actually did contact me, so that was kind of, wow, a year later you still wanted me? Okay. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, she was beautiful and she was nice, but, you know, she unfortunately had certain issues.
The 2000s are better.
Girl you have dated?
15.
Than the 90s.
15. And how old were you at that time?
This was last year, I was 43.
Have you ever been involved in the WWE? Have you ever worked with any of...
I was an instructor in 1995, 96, and 97. One of the first students that I trained was Dwayne Johnson, better known as The Rock. However, unlike The Rock, I still get into the wrestling ring. He's just purely Mr. Hollywood, where I still like booting up and stomping people's heads into the mat.
Now, I believe that is actually true. He has found some mild success. He really has. But I'm sure he might be over-exaggerating quite a bit of it. Or just completely bullshitting.
Seeing that Jonathan has so much experience in wrestling, I decided to ask him if he would go ahead and train me. Man, did that go well.
You think you know what to do in that ring?
You mean in SIG, Johnny?
You think you're a wrestler? Why don't you try me? The unholiest of kings. Trash. You got the guts, Richard. Or is it Ricky?
He's a vampire Satanist, and this is like the best wrestling outfit he can come up with. If I was in his position, I would go all out. I would look as vampiric as possible. He just got a like a black bondage mask on. I'd whoop The Rock's ass, by the way, Johnny.
Come on, boy.
Do you think you could either put up a good fight or even beat somebody such as Mike Tyson or
I'd knock that bitch out.
Being the professional boxer that he is, Jonathon decided to show us his superior skills. Yeah, but this is what it really looked like.
I move quicker than most people. I would say I am even stronger than most mortals, mundane people.
I know, I can knock Mike Tyson out.
I hope I do a good job for him. Think that's clean enough?
Looks about right.
Oh. Did they get into any legal trouble with this documentary?
I am able to withstand conditions that the normal human cannot.
What are you putting on him? Vaseline?
Is that so it doesn't hurt so much when you...
Ew, it looks like you know what.
Yeah, he's a bit chapped.
Ooh. You know those hits, when you get hit like that, it just puts you in such a bad mood. It makes you edgy for the entire rest of the fucking session. He's getting his ass kicked out there.
Toe-to-toe, Jonathon, toe-to-toe! I won't treat you like that!
So you pretty winded there, guy?
Oh, me? I'm
Yeah.
pretty good.
You alright?
Yeah.
Give you a workout?
Yeah, you
though?
just laid a beating on him.
How long do you think it would take you to knock him out?
About 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Is that Kali muscle?
Bradley Summers could have kicked his ass.
Never mind, I don't think
Definitely.
it is.
He definitely could have kicked his ass.
How long do you think it would take you to knock that guy out?
If it was a real sanctioned fight, I'd knock him out with the first 2 rounds.
That guy, you're pretty sure you could beat him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Notice who was wearing the headgear and who wasn't.
Give me a full muscle.
See, America, do you want to...
I can sense some insecurity from that muscle flex. You see how quickly he just stopped?
build your future in the sand?
I sense insecurity.
With some old man or woman? Or do you want to build it on 100% American muscle?
Jonathan told me that he figured he could, if they actually had a real sanctioned fight, he could probably knock that guy out in about 2 rounds.
Jonathan, I don't know, might want to stop hitting the bottle so much before something like that, because I got to tell you, he's completely out of his mind. You're talking about a pro over there who's playing with him.
He said that the guy was hitting him pretty hard. Would you, how, as far
it's
as
all good.
0 to 100%?
15 to 20%. Jonathan should probably understand that it was. He was very lucky it wasn't a Shanks in a good fight, because it might have lasted maybe the over and under might have been 30 seconds of Jonathan getting knocked out.
This is a witch's ball. The woman Staskop was supposed to be supposedly a witch in the area, and when she died, they buried her standing up, so she wouldn't lie to rest.
What do you think? Do you think like the
I feel that if they did it to keep her spirit here, that a spirit is an energy, and an energy does produce heat.
It's a piece of rock.
But can you explain how then it's frozen here and not over here?
Working on that.
Now she said
I feel heat.
Is there steam coming off of it?
Yeah, it's warm here. Feel.
Show me where the heat is, because I'm trying to feel it.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot warmer here.
Can I ask you an honest question? I'm being
Sure.
honest, and I have to be the skeptic. Okay. Do you think maybe it's more in your head than it is reality? Both of
She's
you.
not part of the documentary. Now she's a side vamp.
Mass hysteria.
No.
2 people feel it, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm just being honest, because I'm seriously, I'm not. I guess you could say I'm not.
But you're
feeling-
cynical.
And I have to be.
You're not open-minded.
Well, no, I think you could be cynical.
You're
I don't-
coming into it, I think, with a negative thing like this can't be real.
I think there's like a nuclear silo underneath.
Hey, I actually think the Washington Monument is truly a nuclear missile on the ground. Just the weaker side and the stronger side.
That could be the way she's facing, this is the way that she's not facing, or like energy that way.
I also didn't give in accounts.
I searched high and low for this guy who could play a vampire hunter. I couldn't find anybody. But then I found someone. I went to get some stuff done at Kinko's, and there's a guy, very helpful and nice, long hair, kind of rugged looking. You know, I asked him if he wanted to be a part of this documentary and kind of lurk in the shadows and see if he can intimidate Jonathan, and yeah, he was all for it.
Vampire hunters, are they real? Yes. Okay. Why are they real? Or how? How? You give me an explanation. Give me something.
They hunt vampires.
Have you ever fought with a vampire hunter? Can you give me a name? Anything? Like,
if I fought with a vampire hunter, I can guarantee you they're dead, so I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay.
But there are several, you can actually go on the internet and, look at them. There's actually, on YouTube, vampire hunter training videos.
Be gone, demon! Be gone! Oh, demon of hell!
Dana, please. Hey, how you doing, Jonathan? Good to see you, man. You guys have a great shop here.
And are you playing tonight?
Yeah.
get some of the hang stand by Rick Worthy.
I'm not sure when this was filmed. I think this was around 2012, maybe 2010 to 2012.
Because when you want the best in music.
And what's funny about this is if he was trying to be epic, he would have went to like a small guitar shop that they know him from, where the guitar owner could be like, yeah, he comes in all the time. He's a great musician, this and that. He's a great guy. But instead, he just goes to Guitar Center.
Musical equipment, you go to the best place to get it. And as far as I'm concerned, Guitar Center is the best place to buy your accessories for your musical career.
Habib. There's Michael. Habibi.
Fuck. Voila. Voila. All the only kid. I know you signed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about that about?
Guess we'll just wait.
What my President's Day. Voila. What? Okay. American Airlines. Okay. Okay.
They're creative with how they fuck with them, I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, it was my uncle. I was waiting all day.
Just next time, take it out of the room, though, okay?
Yet again, we had Nick disrupt Jonathan. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to keep this up, because Jonathan is at the brink of exploding.
What did you think of the Witch's Ball and just the whole...
The Witch's Ball was great. Like I said while I was there, I felt energy in a warmth type, in a warming sense. Though it wasn't burning hot. When Veronica told me she felt it on top of the ball,
Is there somewhere
I
I
didn't
can go
agree.
pray? Really quick, I'm sorry. Jeez, okay, now that
I'll
was
leave the room.
uncalled
I'll
for.
leave the room.
Go out.
All right,
Do
I'll
not
leave the
come
room.
back.
I have to go. I have to go get my Mac. Can I just leave this stuff here and you can guys grab it?
Take it with you because you don't need to be in here anymore.
Okay. I'm sorry. It was a good phone call. I'm happy.
Well, I'm happy for you, but this is, come on.
Come on.
Be happy for us. Let us finish. Let us wrap. Thank you. Goodbye. See you later.
Yep.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Tell us your thoughts on Nick Hassan.
Well, it's not recent, that's why
It
it
is
looks
going
like this.
just as I hoped.
This documentary is about me, not about him. He works for the company. He was totally disrespectful. And the way he's getting all hyper and upset left me no other choice but to inform the United States Secret Service that I feel I am dealing with a loose cannon who happens to be a Muslim. Now, I have been threatened numerous times by Muslim extremists, and how do I not know that Nick is affiliated with them? So I have formed Secret Service.
He's so narcissistic and delusional. It's just about every time he speaks, there's always something that he says that makes him come off like a complete douche.
And Secret Service in Washington, D.C. has been well aware if Nick tries anything with me, I will snap his neck like a toothpick and be done with him. It's almost to the point where either he goes or I go. And I am the star. And the star goes where he wants to go.
Hey guys, can one of you ask?
He doesn't want to
What?
go. He knows
Can
that
one of you ask Dana if I can pray inside?
he knows he
Please?
drops off as soon
Go
as
to
he
the bathroom, go to
stops.
the bathroom, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna
What?
watch him.
I gotta pray in the bathroom.
Okay.
This is becoming...
He looks like he's about to cry.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
I thought you told him to go to the bathroom.
The morning ritual of the vampire. All over my face. Wonder, my beads are great with each other.
Very feminine.
beauty secrets of a vampire. And my eyebrows are like my natural color.
Mascara.
And
Tell me what you told me yesterday about Nick and the Valentine's Day dinner.
I'm not sure if they had legal issues when making this, but I remember when I was looking at the comments before I started the stream, I saw someone saying, "Oh, I thought this would never see the light of day." So I'm going to assume that they did have some issues. I don't know if they were legal, but yeah.
Dinner that we'll be doing later.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I am a romanticist at heart. And I do find Veronica very attractive and appealing. And I told you if he effed up my date with her, my first date, especially because you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, I would kill him, without a doubt. His body would never have been found.
Ew.
At one point, you talked about having a sex change operation.
No, I never said sex change operation. Whoa. Castration is totally different than sex change.
I'm sorry.
I know you're a sorry person at times.
Okay.
What
So
an
why don't you
asshole.
talk about why you wanted to be castrated.
See,
I know you're a sorry person at times. You're clearly embarrassed about the fact that you were going to be castrated and about the whole sex change thing. This is like a touchy subject.
My ex fiance / girlfriend
Peter
from Speedway, Iraqiana, literally drove me to the point where, though at times when she was drunk, especially one occasion, she literally tried to rip my testicles off. I do have the scars on my testicles to prove that. I'm not going to show it. This is hopefully a PG, if worse, R-rated movie. But,
Gross.
since she wanted to literally just destroy my life and take away my manhood, I actually had it arranged down in Florida to be castrated, and I was going to actually send her, in the bottle, formaldehyde bottles, penis in my balls, and say, "Here, you wanted something bad, you can have it." I'd rather be in it than ever sleep with
Peter
again.
That's the most disgusting thing I've heard throughout this whole documentary.
I am so bad that I would screw.
These are not. This is not a very well person.
A skirt. I mean, a broom with a wig and a skirt on it.
Barack Obama
is a bitch.
Okay.
A racist.
Epic.
Bitch.
Kind of epic.
Why do you feel Barack Obama is a racist bitch?
Because, in his book he says, growing up and going to school as a black man. Well, yeah, okay, your father was black, but your mom was white. You were baked in a white oven. You were delivered out that white oven.
I figured since Jonathon is going to have to relate to different people if he's going to become president, I figured I would let him talk to someone very different, more urban. So I had him talk to a black rights activist.
Oh, no.
It was a nightmare.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ajon Walker.
Great.
Cleveland's own.
I can't wait to hear this.
Stop the violence.
First off, my name is Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey. I hold a PhD in political science. I am also a sanguinarian vampire, which means, yes, I am a blood feeder. I am also a Hecate witch. I follow the goddess Hecate. I am also an ordained satanic dark priest.
I can't say the word.
Satanic dark priest. And I am the 2008 BWP Party's presidential candidate. One thing I strongly realized growing up in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which is a city that deals with crime, a lot of crime, considering
that deals with crime, a lot of crime. He's trembling.
That there are a lot of families now, 50% of our surgery, that are single parent families. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the father is not always around.
all black families are single parent families?
No.
That's what it sounds like
No,
you said.
not all.
But most black people don't get married because
No, not all. Not all. Not all.
they want to stay on welfare.
I don't
What are you
believe
trying to
that.
say?
I don't believe that majority of the people on
The
welfare.
government's going to reward me if I sit on my butt and I don't get married. If I get married, then that means that they cut all the subsidies off. And it seems like you're saying the whole reason why there's crime is because of single-parent families, and it seems as if the highest ratio of single-parent families come from African Americans.
No, it does not.
That's what I thought you said, Sean.
No, sir.
I don't feel comfortable. You worship in Haniki.
It's Hecate, please.
Do you even believe in separation of church and state?
I don't care about
Yes,
that
I
right
do.
now, Johnny.
If somebody wants to follow God the Father, they have every right to do so. If they want to be Catholic, they have a right to do so. If they want to be Jewish, they have a right to do so.
But if they're Muslim, they can't.
I believe in equality for all Americans, no matter if they're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. I think, without a doubt, one of the greatest presidents in the history of the United States was Abraham Lincoln. He believed in equality for all men and fought to free the slaves, because I am totally appalled to anybody being somebody's slave.
Yeah, to send them back to Africa.
Lincoln was actually elected because he was a moderate, so he said either all states abolish or all states have slavery. He just wanted unity. He wasn't like a crazy abolitionist. That's why he was elected, because he wasn't a radical. Let's try to stay like historically accurate here.
Dr. Walker, would you vote for Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey?
Would you? Why? He sucks on the necks of men and women. He's a racist. He's a vampire.
I don't know if he's a racist, but yeah, the whole sucking on the necks thing is pretty
The
gross.
one thing that troubles me about Barack Obama, because I live in Jersey, right?
I love how repulsed he is, though. It's hilarious.
Elizabeth. Well, no, I grew up in Elizabeth. I actually live on an island. In Jersey, we even have islands. They think it's
You mean
fun.
black people?
No, I mean educated white people.
Oh, so white people are educated, not black people. You don't even have to say anything.
If that's how you feel, you can feel however you
Well,
want.
that's what you're projecting onto me.
No, you're interpreting this however you want to interpret it.
And why don't you tell them what we talked about earlier about Barack Obama and the other thing?
What's the oven?
Let me put it this way. First off,
They put Jews in the oven. Now you won't put black people in the oven.
No, actually, his mother was white, so I
talking about
actually.
his mama now?
No.
Yes,
No.
I'm talking about his mother. His mother was white, is white, and I feel that children are actually baked in their mommy's bellies, in the oven.
Mulattoes.
And so technically, what Mr. Barack Obama keeps forgetting to mention is that he's interracial.
So in other words, according to you, because his mother is black,
White.
light doesn't escape. That
No,
he's
his
gonna
mother
cook
is
something.
white. You didn't know that Barack's mother was white?
What are you asking?
Do you know that Barack's mother is white?
I'm not focused on Barack's mother. I'm focused on Barack. So in other words, if you have a white parent, white grandparent, white auntie, uncle, whatever, then you feel that they need to say that they have white blood in them.
No, they need to be
Because it's
honest that
superior.
they are interracial.
In other words, a black man can't possibly make it this far within this presidential race just being black. You wanted him.
He's playing his
You wanted
Trump
him to say that he has white in him, so people can accept. That's why he's becoming some of the elite. That's why he's coming this far. So in other words, you don't think we all came from Africa.
This debate aged really, really well.
I don't care where we came from. We're all people.
What can he possibly bring to this country?
What about
Or
impaling?
laughter.
What about impaling? Impaling criminals. And
He wants to impale OJ. He was found innocent in the court of law. He wants to impale black people.
Impale
I'll tell you that
OJ.
much. So
Kind of epic.
besides Obama, that needs to be baked inside of an oven, just like Jews.
I say my kids were baked inside of an oven too.
That's because you worship Lucifer.
In the law,
That's because you
a
worship.
child who is born, according to the law, their mother's religion is the religion that they have to follow.
Hecty law? Hecti.
No.
Hecate.
Hecate. Do you know how stupid you will actually look if they were to play this with you mocking Hecate?
He's probably bullied as a little kid. Yeah. He's insecure.
I've never dealt with somebody as unprofessional as you are, especially somebody who calls himself to be a doctor.
He's mad at the world. That's why he puts on black nail polish and he wears earrings, both ears. He's warped.
They're making me root for this dude.
For you to hate black people so
They really
much,
are.
you would allow it.
Thank you.
You worship Satan, Lucifer, Hecate, whatever. But all you are is another great deceiver. Just like people you worship. So yeah, I mean, you seem real charming.
You don't even know who the goddess Hecate is.
Hecate, whatever his name is. Her.
The
goddess of slaughtering young children. His whole thing is black. He'll paint the White House black. He has issues like that. He's crazy. He's a retard. He doesn't deserve to walk on this earth. He's pathetic. He's filthy. He's an animal. Where's your cape at?
Cloak.
I'd love to see an updated debate with these two in 2020.
What's your cloak at?
That'd be epic.
Why aren't you wearing it?
Because it's a ritual cloak. I do not always wear it. I personally think you were totally unprofessional.
He's just bullying him now. The black guy's just bullying Jonathon so bad.
Ill-mannered, and that you should be appalled by your behavior.
Appalled?
No, appalled. You know what that word means?
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised that this guy's not punching him in the face.
I don't like your name. I don't like the fact that you want to impale black people. I feel like you just don't represent the American dream. You're a devil worshiper, Hecate, Titus, whatever.
It's not very hard to say. An educated man should be able to say that.
Oh, so I didn't say that, but I mean, okay. Spoke my piece.
That was good. That was really good. It's probably my favorite part so far.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jeez. Jonathon has the crew take super cool pictures of him for his MySpace. MySpace. Wow. I miss MySpace so much. I unironically really do miss MySpace.
Still looks cool. There you go. That rock hole is sweet behind that.
I loved having my little music player on MySpace. I love that feature. I always think about that. I don't know why Facebook doesn't include that.
Don't blow an O-ring. That looks good. Right now. Yeah.
Why you so late getting off into the running?
Oh no, I actually was filed in 2005.
Hold on, let me get my boy in on this too and stuff. So. Oh no! Come on over here for a minute.
He's being a ham
Let me get my boy.
It's cool.
He running for president of the United States.
Hi, Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey. Nice to meet you, sir.
What's up with you? I'm all right.
Nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you too.
If we stood behind you and stuff, we're gonna get them big jobs and stuff up there and stuff in the White House.
I take care of everybody who wants to work. That's how I feel. Americans who want to work should be allowed to work.
Old as I am, I'm still working. That's right out there. Hey, nice meeting you. Good luck. Take it.
Thanks a lot, sir. All the best to y'all.
They have no idea who they just met.
How big is it?
You get 4 meatballs. They're decent sized meatballs, but it's about this long. And
Can they put mozzarella cheese on it?
Absolutely. It's a mixture of mozzarella and provolone. I have it on the bottom and the top.
Can I just have it with mozzarella or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think
That's
it's
fine.
a
That's fine.
mixture.
Do it that way. That's fine. Right?
Okay, but you want
But
the
as
meatballs?
appetizers, we'd like ma steaks and garlic bread with cheese.
Well, I'm just saying, a lot of people have a lot of issues with the friendship thing. They want to rush into a relationship and go, I like you, I want to be with you, and
Why does she look so
boom, the
tall?
next day you're dating, and I don't believe in that. I don't
He just
believe
looks
in
so
that.
little
I think
next
you
to
have
her.
Friends first, and like I said before when we were
Yes, I know.
earlier, you know, I never dated a man. I've only dated females, and oh, sorry, you're totally.
I'm gazing at you. You chase the camera around. I'm the star. I get to do what I want. Ooh,
God.
young lady. You need to realize there's.
Ooh, sorry. I am sorry. I'm
He's
just
so
gassy
narcissistic. If it's not on him for 1 second,
Look,
he
you're gonna make me keep perfect
throws a little
stuff.
fit and
Stop,
gets
you're
very
gonna keep
condescending.
perfect. It's like, do it again. Oh my god.
And by the way, I don't have anything personally against this guy. I'm just saying how I feel. I don't like personally hate this guy, and I'm doing this like, oh, fuck this guy. We're gonna watch this stream live. I'm gonna do this video. Oh, fuck him. No, it's just he comes off like an asshole, and he is.
It wouldn't be a problem. I just get you his code real quick and use.
I have his code.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's a vampire and he's eating garlic.
Good go, champ.
That was definitely louder than Rick.
He's cheesy. Boy, you're just a greedy person today. Jeez. What's up?
Ew. They better not have sound of him chewing, or else I'm gonna fucking flip out.
Oh, okay.
Hate loud chewing.
Is it turn in the oven? And this is for you. This is for her. You guys. Hi.
Man, this is disrespectful as hell how they included all these clips of them eating.
Hey Ray,
What's up?
can you find out if they actually use like real garlic in this garlic bread? Man, I'm starting to feel like really sick.
Uh-oh. The garlic.
Heart attack. Look at my face. It's getting flushed. I'm actually allergic to garlic, dude. You might have to take me to the hospital. Sorry.
Oh, there's your answer, Johnny.
Not
He's
garlic, you
allergic
kill me.
to garlic.
Seriously. Jonathan, how do you think the date went today?
The day or the date?
The date. How did the date? How well did
I
it
don't
go?
know
So
if I would
mental.
technically call this a date
Jeez.
since, you know, we're friends, but I enjoy being with Veronica, and hopefully she enjoys being with me, and
It was fun.
yes, I plan on pursuing Veronica. Vampire love.
Vampire love.
Yes.
All right. How does Veronica make you feel as of right now?
Veronica.
Like I'm walking on clouds.
I'm happy to finally meet
Come back
Jonathan in
to
person,
me.
you know, after talking on the phone for like the past, what, month or so?
And so.
Yeah. Almost 2 months,
She
you know.
contacted me first.
So, I mean, it was nice, and we got to talk and get to know each other a little bit better than just me doing the photos and stuff like that.
I'm sure, Jonathan, you've had girls that have broken
No,
your
I
heart.
just wanted to get totally castrated and send her my penis and testicles in a bottle.
So disgusting.
Yeah, well, you have no idea what this child did.
Why would that be harsh, though?
It just hits home with me.
These
on a lot of
sunglasses look so tight on his
Jonathan?
face. Like they don't
All the
fit.
women you've ever met is Veronica number one.
She's in the upper echelon, that's all I'll say.
I'm going to kick that back over to you. Is Jonathan, would you, out of all the guys that you have dated, is he number one?
Well, he would
Yeah,
be
I
the
don't
first
know.
guy, so,
Veronica.
I mean, he's very,
Where are you?
I find him very open and honest.
So it was with women in the past.
Yeah,
Okay. Not, if I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying
but
to...
I don't want to get into it,
You
though.
don't need
And that ain't going in.
So, that's fine.
This is
So-
one of my stipulations.
Alright, so at one point you were bisexual, lesbian.
No.
Well, that's
No, not necessarily. But it's a little bit too cold to get into that subject.
well, no. I don't. Wait. I'm just.
Right,
we
because
can
the
cut.
subject's
We
not-
can cut. But
right.
this is but
We can
try
just-
to help me figure it out.
I have recently going to, I don't know if you've heard of Ballackenwood.
No.
And Ballackenwood is just a city outside of Philadelphia. They do a lot of surgeries, and I've been having a lot of surgeries. I had breast implants, I had facial feminization surgery, because right now I'm waiting for my transgender.
Whoa!
So you want to kill a guy?
No, I want to.
Bruh!
This is not getting.
We're gonna chop that.
I don't want it in the documentary.
Total shock and awe.
I
Finding
think
out
that's
that
not my
Veronica
favorite
was a
part.
man. Did not see it coming at all. When she signed the contracts with us, everything was female. As you can see, I'm at a loss for words. But Jonathan,
If I was him, I wouldn't say on film in front of people, I don't want this in the documentary. If I was him, I would contact him privately and be like, yo, remember when she said she was a man? I don't want this in the documentary. He makes it so obvious, like, how much he hates certain things that he's done.
don't pick up people from MySpace because they might be guys.
That explains why she looks so big sitting next to him. Reminds me of that episode of
Dude, what's wrong?
Seinfeld with the man hands.
We swapped the spit, man. We were making out.
Did you know that she was?
No, man, I didn't know.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Dude, does he fucking...
Is America ready for a vampire president? I'll ask the bloodsucker myself. He's a Satanist, pro boxer, and wrestler. And that sounds like the background you need to run for president. And he's doing exactly that. But not as a Republican or Democrat. He founded the Vampires, Witches, and Pagans Party. And it's officially recognized by the U.S. Federal Election Committee. Let's talk about his political platform. Joining us is Jonathon, the Impaler Sharkey. He knows Satan like I know Satin. Hi, John.
Hey, how are you, brother? What's going on?
Not much. Now, you're the founder of the Vampires, Witches, and Pagans Party. Now, do you feel these folks are underrepresented in American politics?
They're underrepresented totally. You know, America became the land of the free because our founding fathers got tired of the British control and, you know, the way religion was forced upon them. Wiccans, pagans, Satanists, lichens, vampires, all have a right to believe the way they want under the U.S. Constitution. However, the Bush administration and other administrations do not allow that.
Yeah, he was on Fox News more than once. I know he was on he wasn't on Fox News another time. He was on Tucker Carlson's show back when he was on NBC. And that was like in 2006. I couldn't find the archive of that video, but in the video that I have coming up, I have the whole transcript of it, and it's narrated, so I'll be putting that in there too.
Them to do that. So I formed the VWP party, so vampires, witches, and pagans and other kins of our community would
And
have
yes,
a
this is
political
real.
voice.
Now, do you think America is ready for a satanic, vampiric, paganistic president? Because, you know, Kennedy had problems being a Catholic.
Well, you got to think about this. You got Obama running, and he's, you know, truthfully a Muslim. I mean, you never see the man put his hand over his heart for the Pledge of Allegiance. When he got sworn in Illinois, he didn't put his hand on a Holy Bible. Granted, when I get sworn in, I'm going to use the Satanic Bible, but at least I'm using some type of Bible.
You got to have some. The Satanic Bible, I hear, is excellent. Now, if you became president, what would be on your political agenda? Being a vampire, I assume it would be a ban on garlic.
Absolutely. You know, there would be no Van Helsing pizzerias while I was president. That'd be done. You know, Van Helsing can't have any pizzerias.
Now, as a vampire, you're also a wrestler. How do you apply makeup to a face if you have no reflection?
That's a Hollywood myth, my friend.
Oh, really?
As you can see, I'm on your show right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
I can
it's
see
legit,
you.
Johnny.
So
This
you
isn't
don't
a
turn
green
into
screen.
a bat, because I would think that would save on gas and could be the solution to our oil
wish
crisis.
I could. You know, I'm part witch, too. I got to learn how to fly a broom because the Bush administration, you know, they're going to make gas prices so high that even bats can't fly that high.
Now, Jim, you have a quick question.
Yes, I do. Were you surprised how long of a hit your career took after you released Bat Out of Hell?
No, sorry, you're thinking Meatloaf. I'm signed with Dean
Good, way to
Guitars.
go
I'm
with it.
actually, I'm in the process of doing my first original album. So I'm signed with Dean Guitars. I'm endorsed and sponsored artist with them. And my first solo song, which is on my music page, it's called Psychedelic Spree. It's definitely heavy metal. Meatloaf couldn't compare to me.
Now, let me ask you, I did listen to some of your music, and I heard some of your Elvis Presley covers. I found them quite impressive. Now, do you sleep in a coffin, and is it Posturpedic?
No, but I actually have a deal with also coffin cases. So,
really?
You know, I mean, you got to feel bad for my representative at Dean Guitars, Josh. I drive this boy crazy. I drive him batty.
Where do you get your blood? Because you drink blood, so where do you get it?
Yes, usually when I'm dating a female, I usually feed on her neck or on her arm.
That's lovely.
I also have my own connections to like blood banks and stuff, believe it or not.
Oh, so I didn't know blood banks actually did that. I guess if you pay them enough, you could just go in there and get a withdrawal. Now, I'm on the Atkins diet. Does that prevent me from sucking blood?
Are you a vampire?
No, but I am thinking of switching because I like the
Vampire.
fashion sense.
Well, let's put it this way. If you're going to become a vampire, you're in New York, because I'm part of the New York vampire community. I belong to the Court of Lazarus. I could hook you up with a beautiful female vampire who will turn you.
Excellent. Now, you know what's amazing? You're not just a vampire and a pagan. You're also the queen of all witches. And
well, I'm not the queen of all witches. Where in the world did you get that?
I think I read it on you.
the goddess Hecate, who is the queen of witches.
I got...
Get the story straight, guys.
I'm so sorry.
Wow,
I'll
huge
fire my
difference.
intern immediately. I'll fire. But you also work for MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Right. I'm a strong believer in protecting innocent people from those who drive under the influence of drugs and alcohol. That's one crime that's very easy to be prevented. People do not need to get into their car, behind the wheel of their car when they're impaired by drugs and alcohol. Just out of their own stupidity and selfishness do they do that.
Yeah, a brave stance.
It is.
See, I
That's a
personally
very
believe
controversial
that
stance.
terrorists and certain criminals should get the stake, not the vampires getting the stake, but, you know, terrorists, people that
Cringe.
rape women, molest children, take advantage of the elderly.
I hate that.
Sell hardcore drugs.
Hey, Jonathan, I don't have much...
I should give them a steak for dinner.
There you go. You got to say. I got one more question on your
Take
website.
advantage of the
This is one of your
elderly.
favorite movies, The Titanic.
It's very specific.
Correct.
Yeah. Now, do you have a thing for Leo DiCaprio?
And I guess he's signed to
No, I
Dean
was
Guitars.
actually on Titanic. You know, I'm a vampire. I'm 662 years old.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know, Jonathan, we got to go. Thanks for best of luck with your blood sucking and being undead and finding hot chicks to suck blood. It sounds like a great life. And I'm sitting here in New York. All I do is I have a glass of wine. I smoke a cigarette here and there. I pass out in front of porn. You got the life. I got to go,
Ew.
Jonathan. Thank you. I'm for the vampires.
I'm actually really surprised
Vampires,
that he said
pagans,
that
and
on
witches,
Fox News.
baby.
Yeah. This whole thing's becoming a campaign in the ass. That's all I know. Jonathan Sharkey. No, he's not here. So just to clarify for the record, Obama is a Christian, and he did get sworn in with the Bible, and in fact, it was his own Bible.
I had a feeling he was full of crap.
Are you saying the vampire lied?
That's an especially
Yeah, these guys are
pernicious
not
lie.
funny
What do you
at all.
expect from the undead, Bill?
Man. Well, they don't have to worry about going to hell.
He certainly is a vampire. He sucked the fun out of this show.
Do you think millions of people will come to listen to your music?
Yes.
Great.
We are shooting a documentary on Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey, who's running for the presidency of the United States in 2008. Please welcome Jonathon the Impaler Sharkey.
So here we go. I don't know if it's going to be as perfect as
got a
it
bit
is
of
on
a
the
gut.
CD, but we'll try.
Jeez, is this like a joke? Sounds like when you have a kid just strumming on the guitar strings. I mean, he's got confidence. I'll give him one thing, he has confidence and aspirations.
Hello again. So I actually wrote this song called Bush Monkey. Now, when I wrote it, and even have performed it already, actually I'm not supposed to play on it. Because in concert what I do is when I hit the long impaling stake, I impale a mannequin of a bush monkey. Not so long ago, a monkey became president of this land.
He kind of looks like Danny Filth from the band Cradle of Filth.
Some people say we evolved from monkeys. I guess
you know
the
who
bush
that is.
monkey is the perfect proof of that. Bush monkey, you're a little bitch. I can't wait to take this wooden stake and stick it up your ass, giving you a fit.
I did not expect it to be that bad. I thought it was going to be maybe even mediocre, because he hypes himself up as a musician.
We could dress in a backup band to when you get here too.
I mean, no. I mean, it's just, we preferred having a band. Technically, the music for it was not the way it was supposed to be. I had to improvise, but.
I'm not allowed to express myself. I'm just a PA. I fetch things.
The shape of Jonathan's body is so strange to me. Nice shot of his ass, bending over right on the camera. He's so pissed right now.
The last guy that was on there.
Yeah,
what did we think of him?
Yeah, he was really great, man. I mean, he was like, he had funny songs, with the OJ song. It was like,
he could really play the
Okay,
guitar.
Johnny, I saw your
Awesome. I
fucking
loved it.
message.
So, you know, in compare and contrast.
Well, like kindergarten versus freshman year of college, maybe.
The second guy there was pretty good. You know, I mean, he had some good songs and they were funny. The Jonathon guy is on dope. Something's fucked up there.
Well, so you know he's running for president in
Yeah, well,
2012.
that's pretty fucked up.
So he has your vote?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No?
I'll be surprised if he gets more than a few.
The one and only fan of Jonathan's requests.
Nothing up my sleeve. Nothing up. Well, not enough her sleeve.
Ew, this is gonna be gross.
Except an arm. There's
Now,
an arm there.
you know,
What the
I mean,
fuck
you
is
know, a
wrong
little
with
bit,
her?
you know.
Alright.
Okay.
And he did draw blood.
Whoa,
Boy
whoa,
has
whoa,
fangs.
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Oh my god. Okay, that's not good. Can you please take this? Okay, boy.
That didn't
he was
hurt
not
at
fucking
all.
getting in. I'm a professional. Hold on.
It's disgusting.
Am I better than her?
Didn't hurt at all. That was amazing.
That looks like ketchup, though.
I just got dizzy. I don't know.
A few days after the interview with you,
Yeah,
Jonathan
that was
did
really
feed on
disgusting.
somebody, at a bar called Hottie's.
I thought it was just gonna have
her
teeth
Hottie's-
marks.
Sounds like a white trash bar.
The person was female, and Jonathan fed off her, no questions asked. He fed off her.
I don't know if he was feigning on purpose just to be funny, or
What the fuck?
if he was being serious.
No biting.
What about a little
My
ear
wife is
nibbling?
gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, now you guys, you have your little freeway.
Like my car?
I love your card.
Hey, tell Jonathan I'm gonna hit it twice for him.
This is for Allah!
The Muslim trolling is really, really funny, though. It is actually so good.
Tell me who you're firing.
Both of them.
Now, who's both? Just so the camera knows.
Veronica and Neil.
Nick.
Nick.
And why are you firing them?
You know, they're both disrespected me.
And how are they disrespecting you? This is camera. People have to
Because
know.
Nick's already said it, you know, he's trying to get laid and he knows I have interest in Veronica. Veronica, pick up your phone. I will try calling you back in 1 minute. Bye.
I don't know about Veronica, but will you fire Nick in person?
Yes. No, I'm gonna fire them both now. I don't want to see either one of them.
Okay.
This is bullshit. You know, she's playing me like a fuck from hell. She didn't even do this shit to me.
Man, he's so mad right
Yeah.
now.
Uh,
I haven't seen him genuinely mad. He's getting there,
Jonathan,
though.
if you'd like, I'll give them the message.
No, I will do it. I am the, you know, I'm the star.
I understand, but you can't call them like 30 times.
19.
Screwed up. Now I'm gonna fire someone and fire one. I left a message for her to pick up. Now I'll just leave the message for her to do it.
Okay, and how many times do you plan on calling?
Flip
this will be it.
phones.
Okay.
I just realized he
Better
has a
not see
flip
it
phone.
tomorrow, or what you got is what you got.
Okay. Well, I choose you over Nick. It's as simple as that.
And I don't want to see her either.
And she's done.
Herman. Veronica, this is Jonathan. I thought we resolved this problem.
Veronica,
by doing things to make me
you
jealous
fucked a
or
Muslim.
upset me yesterday. Nick, on the way here, was even telling Richard that he wanted to fuck Richard's girlfriend, that he's trying to get laid. Since you have no respect for my feelings, you and Nick are both fired. You are terminated. You are fired. I do not want to see either one of you. Additionally, do not be thinking you're going to get Social Security disability, because I promise you, Tuesday morning, I will call somebody in Maryland at the head of Social Security, and I will make sure they know you're working when you say you can't. And I will use my political influence to make your life a living nightmare. Like I told you, you break my heart, I destroy your life.
That's a
Have
poor
nice day.
person
Do
diss.
not contact me if you do not give Richard the pictures that you have taken of me per your agreement, I will tie you up in litigation until you are old and gray, and you will be working for me for the rest of your life because you will not be able to get SSI disability. I promise you this after Tuesday. I am a United States presidential candidate, but foremost, I am a vampire elder. You are a vampire. I will see you before the tribunal.
Jonathan fired Nick, but that wasn't all. He wanted to have his revenge.
Jonathan, dude, last chance to bail out. Are you sure you want to do this?
You don't know about Satanism, dude.
Well, I'm just saying, dude. You're gonna piss off a religion, is what I'm saying. Curse them. Now, you can go ahead and do the pentagram. He can. What's that?
All right, just give me a second.
Now explain what you're doing here, Jonathan.
I am drawing a satanic pentagram on what is supposed to be a Muslim religious prayer cloth or rug, actually.
Now, what are some of these? They look like designs or writings. Is that what that is?
Yeah, according to my seer and my second in command of the death dealers, these are religious inscriptions.
All because she got with the Muslim.
What does that actually mean?
It's kind of the reverse of the...
Can't wait for him to flip out at the end.
Upside down Wiccan pagan pentagram, technically.
This Matt, this belonged to Nick, correct?
Yes.
And he left it in my car.
And I took it last night from your car.
And why did you take it from him?
Because I'm tired of his behavior. I'm tired that, he gets, all neurotic if you say one thing against Allah. Well, Allah is a bitch. Anyone who follows Allah, you're a bitch. You're worthless. You're pathetic. Your God is not even a real God. I hate the Muslims. They like burning our American flag. Well, finally an American's going to get to burn one of the symbols of their most sacred religious beliefs.
One of his front teeth are longer than the other. It's really weird. Looks like chopped onions.
Oh, yeah.
The flames of Hades.
Why the fuck would you put it on the snow if you want it to burn? Dumbass.
They plan to pull Muslim Nation for this. But isn't it a hate crime to hate Muslims?
They hate us.
Allah resigned.
Allah
resigned after this.
Why'd you do that?
After offending 1/3 of the Earth's population by burning my mother's doormat. I'm sorry, Mom. I'll get you another one. I promise. Jonathan decides to reward himself with a sled ride.
so happy. This is such a happy moment.
Yeah, well, I don't remember in my contract it saying about stunts.
Could you imagine being a kid or just somebody walking through, I think this is like a forest or a park, I don't know. There's like a log cabin there, so who knows where they are. But could you just imagine being a kid walking through there and seeing this man-child burning a doormat with a pentagram on it and then going on a sled?
Oh, shit. Hey, you stayed on the board this time!
Jonathan had a big day coming up at the coffee shop. He was going to be doing a speech, and after that, it was going to be a Q&A. Called a lot of people to show up because no one showed up at Hottie's. I wanted to make sure that this was different.
The house that represents honesty is not for an infidel who wants
Oh,
to murder
no.
innocent children.
This is the big finale, I think.
America is not for infidels. America is not for infidels. America is not for infidels. Praise Allah.
As you know, Rick told you that that John Sharkey stole your mat and actually burned it. How does that make you feel? And what's your
That is
reaction?
why I'm here today. I'm here to protest that man. He might not like Islam, and he might hate me personally, but to burn such an artifact of such religious importance, it is too much, too much. And that is why we're here today, to stop this man. He's a madman, and you all know it.
Well, you did steal his girlfriend.
I did not steal his girlfriend. She wanted to go home with me because certain issues he was having.
Big issues?
Not very big. Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch! No infidels in the White House! No infidels in the White House!
That cane is so embarrassing
You
looking.
think you can burn my mat? You think you can do that? You think you can disrespect my culture and my religion and get away with it? Oh, you be careful. This movie will never see the light of day. And then you think you can fire me? You think you can fire me? No infidels in the White House! 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 What, you gotta...
How does Jonathan not catch on, like, maybe they're just fucking with me. Maybe they're not serious. I really think he believes, he's like, oh, I'm riling up thousands of Muslims. I'm starting so much controversy. I'm finding success, when really there's just like a camera, a couple guys on set just fucking with you. He's so delusional. It's so funny how delusional he is, though.
Call what? What are you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
Yeah, hi, this is Jonathon Sharkey. I'm the BWP Party's 2008 presidential candidate.
What's the Secret Service's number, by the way? Can you actually call the Secret Service? I literally did not even know they had a number.
I've been dealing with Darren Zealous, and Agent Zealous said if there's ever a major situation to give him a call because of all the death threats I get and stuff. I've already told Zealous if somebody attacks me, he already knows with my reputation that I'll snap the person's neck like a toothpick. I'm actually in Cleveland, and he was supposed to notify Akron Secret Service about all the death threats I've been getting, like from the Muslims and stuff, because even the Federal Election Commission knows about it. I mean, the place has already called the cops, asking them to remove these people, but, you know, the cops said there's nothing we can do about it.
Looks fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phoenix Cafe. Okay, are you ready? Is this...
Actually, could you not drink the beer while we're doing this?
Cleveland newscaster.
Would that help? Can I just put it down close to the chair? These are cold. I could go get some more. I mean,
let's just.
Hey, I got my license back. It's cool. My name's Tim Eads. I've been the head anchor covering special interest in the Cleveland area for Channel 6 WGDB. Prior to that, this is actually, I didn't mention this, but I was in AA. I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict, and actually stumbled on this career path as part of my 12-step program. And I think it's worked pretty good. My drinking is way down, and some days I don't even drink at all. And I just appreciate this opportunity, and it's brought out a side of me I wasn't aware I had. I had like 6 DUIs, and I mean, look at me now. I mean, this, you know.
Okay, can we get on with it now?
6 years ago, I couldn't even afford a suit from JCPenney. I've got 4 of them now. Think we get another beer before we move on? Tonight, I'd love to introduce a candidate that's finally working for the man to, you know, move the country forward and put it back in the hands of the working man. He's going to throw the lobbyists out. I would love to introduce a man of high moral fiber, but instead, tonight, we're going to talk to Jonathon, the Impaler Sharkey. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, the Impaler.
Greetings, my fellow Americans. How is everyone?
Wow, the old phones.
Throughout history, there have been many triumphs and many agonies. The surface of our world has changed shapes in many aspects. People kill people for gain. The codes have been torn apart, and people thus have tightened the ropes imposed upon us by the government around our necks like
He sucks at public speaking. He really does.
Society to even be in any history of this world.
Today,
we can
Junior.
rise against this using the fire of Prometheus, the dark light of Lucifer, and the lessons from the militant Satan, along with the compassion of the true Jesus and the strength of our own will to overcome evil. For I am your Prometheus.
Hour
Thank you
and
very much
45
for your
minutes
time and
later.
for being here tonight. And if anybody has questions, let's talk.
Oh my god. I can't tell if that's a joke that he was there that
The
long.
question for you is, during your speech, you mentioned how we should have united one race. You mentioned slavery often in your discourse.
Yeah, I know. I don't know
But
how
in
anybody
researching
could stay
your
there that
campaign,
long.
You want to impale O.J. Simpson.
Correct.
And I can't understand why somebody as American as you, you're wearing a t-shirt.
It's not a t-shirt, it's a polo shirt.
Will want to,
Don't worry, Tucker Carlson got it wrong too.
will want to impale
What a
black
douche.
man who was found innocent.
He was not
US
found
court of
innocent,
law.
he was found guilty in the civil trial.
Innocent. You guys tried him again. And I don't understand why
The judicial
you
system.
would want to impel him. It seems to me as if you have a racial issue with him. Thank you.
Excellent question.
Are you one of these black people that have a hatred towards white people, or are you a racist?
You didn't answer my question.
A lot of your platform has been based on impalement.
Correct.
Don't you think that's been kind of, pardon the pun, done to death over the years? How would your impalements be different?
On behalf of a lot of my friends that are still in the military,
right?
Kind of like wondering the same thing about this gentleman, about his beliefs. About
I forgot to mention he was in the military for real. I did a good amount of research on this, and yeah, he's a legit veteran. So we got to salute him real quick. You can't see me right now, but I'm saluting him. I need everybody to do it right now before we move on. Okay.
As you can probably imagine, military, they don't make a lot of money. My question being, a lot of these guys, they go overseas, they go to Iraq, they go to Iran, they go to Afghanistan. They're making buku bucks over there.
You mean civilians? Or
No, as Marines, they get combat
hazardous
pay,
duty
danger
pay,
hazard
yes.
pay. If they work the flight deck, they get flight deck
Absolutely.
pay.
Yeah, it's hazardous duty.
They're loving life over there. What would you, as president, do to keep the military machine going?
Being a vampire, the standard belief is you can't walk in the daylight.
That's Hollywood standard.
Oh, okay. You can't, cross.
I would be there for free because this is hilarious.
Oh, okay.
I don't like holy water. You throw holy water on me, we're gonna have a problem.
Okay. Anyone
But his speech was a snooze fest. Whenever he talks, it's usually a snooze
Dr.
fest.
Sharkey.
I'm also ordained, so it could be,
Dr. Ordained Sharkey, I'm sorry. We have this issue with aliens crossing the border and all kinds of Chinese people also coming in, flooding. And I wanted to know, how are you going to secure our borders?
As far as the Mexicans are concerned, I will
Excuse me, Latin Americans.
What are your impalable acts? Take it and run with it.
If a man rapes a woman, he will be impaled.
OJ's not a raper.
If a man kills
This dude's
a
so
woman,
adamant about
he
OJ.
will be impaled. If a man even abuses a woman because of being pagan,
a white woman,
I don't care if they're white or black, Hispanic or whatever. If they're an American and a man lays a hand on her in violence, he will deal with me because to me, women are goddesses.
Cringe.
Also,
Cringe.
drug dealers, especially if you sell to children. I will also legalize prostitution. I will impale somebody for molesting a child.
Okay.
I will also impale for religious discrimination. If somebody picks on a Catholic because they're Catholic, I will impale them for that. If somebody picks on a pagan and says burn the witches, they will be impaled for that.
Saying burn the witches is one thing.
So
Burning
stupid.
the witches is something totally different. Saying burn the witches
But still, that's an act of
is
discrimination
an act of
against
discrimination, but
religion.
it's also an act of freedom of speech, though. No president is above the
I-
Constitution.
Right, but the First Amendment
What
protects witches
Constitution?
and witchcraft. The U.S. Supreme Court even ruled in that in 1965.
But people say dumb stuff all the time. I mean, people say.
Well,
some,
what if
some
some
drunk idiot
people
says,
use the N-word
"I'm gonna
against
smack
African
you."
Americans?
Uh-oh, he's gonna drop the N-bomb.
Now, to beat the crap out of somebody or to
Get down.
impale them. I mean, come on, you gotta admit the guys on the bikes knocking on your door on Saturday afternoon. They're a little annoying. Yeah. But anyhow, I'm thinking I got a shot to be president.
It's like a
Republican
Cabbage
or
Patch
Democrat or
doll.
independent?
I'm thinking about making one up. It's working for you. Okay, another question here.
Earlier, a veteran had asked you about what do you think about troops overseas.
I'm going to bring them back. I said that.
I understand that. But Mr. Ordained, PhD Sharkey, I don't think you
PhD Sharkey.
brought a lot of thought to that.
How many years do you have?
For all the places that we're at, such as Korea, Germany, Japan, I'm sure we might be in little pockets of countries within Africa. Don't you think that as soon as we pull out, war is going to start all over the
It's
place?
not my problem.
Cringe.
It is your problem.
No, it's not.
It's going to become our problem.
Okay,
No, it
what
won't.
Jonathan's saying is actually kind of epic.
No.
About the war starting
According to
thing.
you, you say we all need to be one united
Who cares?
race.
Correct.
You're going against what you just said.
No, I'm not. How am I saying that? I'm saying all our people need to be back here and not policing the borders of other countries.
Our people, like white people.
No.
What about
Our
us?
troops.
What about minorities?
I think
You know,
Jonathan's
some of
right
my
on this
best
part. I'm
friends,
not. I
when I was
can't.
on active duty,
I can't
yes.
be biased.
Hey,
He's
what?
kind
I've
of
heard that
right.
before.
Whatever.
He hates black people. Anytime you hear somebody say, "Oh, some of my best friends are black," that's automatically a flag. He hates Negroes. He hates them all.
I don't know if he's a newscaster.
As a member of the LGBT community, I feel that politically speaking, my goals or desires are pretty reasonable. My question is, why are you trying to sabotage the gay rights movement by associating it with Satanism and vampirism? I mean, don't we get enough as it is?
Good question.
Your people here may disagree with my beliefs, but there are many in the gay community, especially on the East Coast, that support my beliefs and say it is pretty pitiful that it's taking a satanic dark priest to give them the rights and the benefits they deserve.
I just mean if GM supported gay rights, that would be, I think, helpful.
Do you think you're the Antichrist?
If you cross me, I will destroy you.
I
have.
That's not democratic.
Sorry.
It's not democratic.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Let's let him say, we don't have to buy into it, but it is his right to say. Okay.
I do have a question. You said earlier you don't like dictatorships. What's the distinction? I don't dabble into politics.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell somebody what to do, but if you come after me, if you attack me, if you cross me, everybody knows you cross Donald Trump, he'll destroy you.
Yeah, but he's not going to impale you.
This is before he even ran.
You're going to get
He
fired.
did predict his presidency.
Oh,
I'll give
well,
him
yeah.
that too.
I mean, I have no problem. I've actually already fired a few people on this crew. Not many people even go against me for the part with the elderly.
You're going to impale the elderly?
Yes.
I don't want my grandma driving either. Some woman just came up to you and let you suck her blood.
Right, but she also...
Impaling
make
the
you like a blood
elderly.
sucking whore. I mean, seriously, or
Well-
slut, pardon my language.
Let me
If you'll take it from anybody.
No, I will not take it from anybody.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's close. I don't suppose you'd like to close with a prayer, would you? Lord, as we gather here today, I would pray that you, O powerful Lord, Lord of all lords, mightiest of mighty, would look over everyone. I've enjoyed the fellowship here with Jonathan. I would hope that you would help him see the error of his ways, but yet give him strength for this journey he's taking towards November. I would also pray that you would look out after everyone in the audience and see them home safely and protect them in any endeavor they may have. You, mightiest of almighty, amen. Thank you very much.
Do you think, Jonathan, do you think the prayer helped him? Do you think God touched his heart?
Oh, fuck no. He's done for.
I would like to say that the Q&A went well, but I'd be lying. Just like every other politician in office today, Jonathan avoided answering any question in a coherent fashion.
You think it was a protester that put it there?
I don't know. What's that wacko guy from the concert that, I said hello to him and he ran out. He's a little mentally irregular.
So the vampire hunter comes back and he puts a doll right down on the table. And this doll looks just like Jonathan. And even though it may not translate well on
resemblance
film,
is uncanny.
Jonathan was upset. He was terrified.
Jonathan, how did you think the Q&A went today, or tonight?
It was great. It was a lot better than the session that I had with those two people at the library. Nobody really asked any stupid questions, so it was very informative, I hope, to the people that were here.
Do you think any of them will vote for you?
Yes.
The high point and the low point of today's Q&A.
That's so sad. He genuinely believes he's getting voters by doing this. That's beyond delusional. Beyond delusional. And incredibly narcissistic.
Beautiful girls.
I can't express that enough.
Okay. Low point?
Low point was that some people were worried about outside influence, like one Nick Hassan, who actually I found out through my seer that he totally disrespected Allah from even being involved with this production, because according to the Muslim belief, you are not supposed to affiliate in any shape or form with a Satanist, a vampire, a witch, but yet he was. He did. Allah is very upset with Nick right now.
As far as the turnout and the diversity of people that showed up, what do you think?
I'm used to bigger crowds, but this
Bigger
is
crowds.
acceptable. Rock and roll, baby.
At this point in production, Jonathan thinks we're done filming. He thinks it's complete. But I just couldn't help myself. I had to do one more thing.
Uh-oh. This has got to be probably the last segment of this documentary.
How much time do you have?
Plenty.
The scene you're about to see was supposed to be this epic battle between Jonathan and the vampire hunter. Jonathan, defends himself by trying to bite the vampire hunter's neck. You have the vampire hunter throwing, holy water, maybe taking out his whips, spanking him across his ass. It's supposed to be total crazy madness. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way.
Sounds pretty cool.
Dude,
Was that all the footage?
the license plate! Get the license plate!
As you can see, Jonathan didn't get out of the car. I asked him later, dude, why didn't you help out? Why didn't you get out there, kick that guy's ass? Better yet, why didn't your death dealers, who are always ever watching, leap out of the bushes and, tackle this guy? Get the tapes back. The truth is, he won't ever admit it, but he was scared. He was scared shitless.
Do you know that guy?
That's the guy who's been at our shows.
I know, why couldn't Jonathan have
After
made it
6 days
funny or
of
made
Jonathan's
it cool?
hard work and determination, the vampire hunter came and stole the tapes. Jonathan lost it. He walked off because he believes there is no longer a movie to be made.
Oh no.
Or so he thinks.
Epic. That was an epic ending. Purchased a plot of land in Grundy County, Tennessee, with his new 18-year-old wife. Ew. The fuck? They live in this treehouse together. Everything was perfect.
Jonathon Sharkey says he's a presidential candidate, a former wrestler, and a vampire. Tonight, he's in jail, charged with threatening the president and a court official. Channel 5's Eric White just returned from Grundy County, where he talked with investigators about this bizarre case.
Rory, Jonathon Sharkey faces felony charges in Minnesota and Indiana. Neighbors say Sharkey showed up this summer. Since that time, he's left a lasting impression.
Just average type Joe. Just nice, very polite, never said a cuss word or anything.
When word spread that Sharkey wanted to turn this plot of land into a commune for fellow vampires, neighbor Don Campman knew trouble was brewing.
These people up here are very, religious, and they don't want change, and vampires they don't need.
On Saturday, local law enforcement arrested Sharkey for felony warrants in Minnesota and Indiana. The charges include making threats against the President of the United States and an Indiana judge. Grundy County Sheriff's investigators may never know why Sharkey moved into their county. But with the information they've gathered so far, they've come to at least one conclusion.
In my 18 years on top of the mountain, one of the most bizarre that we've dealt with.
When investigators arrested Sharkey, they confiscated 2 rifles and this wooden stake with steel spikes. For neighbors,
it's just been kind of a mess, and of course we're kind of caught in the middle. We sold the place to him, and it's just causing more trouble for me and my other neighbors, and I wish I hadn't sold it to him now.
While in jail, someone set fire to a piece of Sharkey's property. Grundy County investigators say so far they have no suspects.
Jeez. This guy's a shit magnet. Man, I bet that treehouse probably smelled awful. Alrighty. I guess that is it. That is the end of the documentary. That was pretty funny. I think that was quite well done. And Jonathan is just a fucking mess, man. And the video I have coming out is going to be very good. I've learned a lot from this documentary. Some things I didn't know already, so thankfully we watched it. There is another documentary of him. I'm debating on watching it live at some point. I'm not sure. You can let me know what you think as well if you want to see me watch it on stream again, or if you want to see me do something else on stream. But I guess that's going to wrap everything up for tonight. It's been fun. I'm sick of hearing about vampires though right now. I need to have like a little break from hearing about Jonathon Sharkey for just like maybe the rest of the night. So that's about it, fellas. It's been fun. I will be having my video coming out very soon. You really do not want to miss it. It's going to be very funny. It's going to be great. And something that's different about Jonathon is not as likable as, say, King Cobra JFS, Harrison Briggs. These people, you feel sorry for them. Timothy Byrne, you'll feel bad for them. But Jonathon he just has such an unlikable personality. And the things he does, of course, make you not like him as well. So it's gonna be a fun video to watch. We can all laugh together at him. But that's gonna do it. It's coming out very soon, more than halfway done. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. And I'll be doing another stream soon about something. Let me know if you want me to watch that other documentary about Jonathon or something else. Let me know. Or if there's anybody you want me to do a video about or any kind of topic, just let me know. That's going to do it, though. I'm Zach. I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your night.